team and always focus on the things that you are good at. Focus on the things that you love. And that is what we call a partnership. By answering that, I give you advice for those young people.
And ready to serve.
If you are 20 to 30 years old, please find a good boss, not necessarily a good company. Learn from the boss, learn how to do it. When you are 30 to 40 years old, try to do something yourself if you really want to try. When you're 40 to 50 years old, do things that you are good at. After 20 years of learning, you should do something you're good at. When you are 50 to 60 years old, spend your time supporting young people. When you are over 60 years old, spend time with your grandchildren. Right? That is normally a lot of people like that. So when you are graduate, when you just in the university, don't think about, I want to resign from the school and be another Bill Gates, because Bill Gates left Harvard. There's only one Bill Gates in the world. When you graduate, find a company. Most important, find a good boss that can train you, discipline you, and tell you what is good and right. It's more important than a good company. Right? Of course, a good company, a good boss, even better. And then continue your life. It's all about the partner. Sure. Thank you.
This guy and
Оль,
yes, you or your friend, okay.
Оля, у нас последний вопрос, правильно?
Yes, and it will be the last question. Sorry, unfortunately, our time runs out.
Do you want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
I'll just repeat the question so everyone
Sorry,
can
I
hear.
did not catch it. Yeah.
So she said 3 weeks ago, Alibaba launched Tmall in Russia and is wondering what opportunities there are for people in the room to contribute to Alibaba's Tmall team.
Yes, and also the question is, how will you and your team develop Tmall in Russia?
How will you and your team develop Tmall here in Russia?
Thank you very much for this question. I think Tmall Russia is something that we're testing. Personally, my wish is that Tmall Russia can inspire as many young people, as many entrepreneurs as possible. They can do the same thing. We not necessarily want to make Tmall Russia big. I hope you understand my saying. Because we don't want Alibaba one day become the largest e-commerce company in Russia. This is not my dream. This is not our dream. We want, by working on Tmall Russia, a lot of know-hows, a lot of experience, a lot of things we learn from Russian market can share with people. So more young people in Russia start to do things on e-commerce. That is something that we really want to do. So we think that Alibaba AliExpress is something we want to do a better job. AliExpress today is helping Chinese products or Asia products to Russia. The purpose is what we want is helping Russian products to the world. This is what we want to do. So we are very, very happy that before I came here, I was having a lunch with our team in Moscow. We have about 100 colleagues here. And I said, in 10, 15 years, we must have 5,000 people in Russia. That means we need at least 4,900 people. These 5,000 people is not to do e-commerce, because 5,000 people do e-commerce in Russia does not work. 5,000 people can support Russia SME to do e-commerce. 5,000 people can help logistic do better. 5,000 people can help payment better. 5,000 people can helping the SME promoting their products better. So this is our thinking. So many people keep on asking me, Jack, you are coming here, conquer and occupy whole Russia. You are going to take away a lot of our business. No. This is not our purpose. We are not Amazon. We are Alibaba. I mean, does not mean we are better than Amazon. We just have a different business model. So we want having more talents from Russia joining Alibaba. And we also have a lot of problems or translation for AliExpress, right? People say have funny translations, which I'm sorry I don't understand. But people say it's great. We have a unique language capability. But I hope more and more young people in Russia getting jobs because of e-commerce infrastructure. Finding jobs on the logistic, but not logistic does not mean delivered. Logistic is smart logistic based on data technology and payment. So this is something about how to joining Alibaba. I'm very happy to hear that. And we have office here. And maybe I should write my email.
You can.
Yeah, okay.
Of course.
I write my email, but my contact email.
Jack?
Thank you. Because I don't read the email. You know why? I think the world is getting so complicated by reading emails. You write a long email, waste time. She write a long email, and then everybody email. Be efficient. Today, mobile phone is much more efficient. So, but I leave email address of the contact. So, if you are interested in working with Alibaba, joining Alibaba, and thinking about physics or computer or math, we'll be very happy, and we will get email and contact you. QUYAN, yeah. At Taobao, right? How it works?
So not much to look at. Let us see whose spirit is stronger.
Hello everyone and welcome. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce Jack Ma, Executive Chairman of the Alibaba Group. Jack founded Alibaba in his apartment in China in 1999 with a group of 18 co-founders. He was one of the first people in China to really understand the potential of the internet and has utilized it to help small businesses succeed in a global marketplace. Today, the Alibaba Group is the largest retail and mobile commerce company in the world, with more than 500 million consumers shopping on its marketplaces and tens of millions of businesses selling their products. The company has directly and indirectly employed created more than 30 million jobs. And Jack says the company is just getting started. He has ambitions of creating 100 million jobs and reaching 2 billion people. Jack also has a long history with the World Economic Forum. He first came to Davos in 2001 as a young global leader. He sits on the board of the World Economic Forum, and he recently joined the board of Global Shapers. We are so lucky to have Jack with us here today. Thank you so much for making time for the young communities within Davos. And can I please ask everyone to join me in giving Jack a very warm welcome. Thank you. We have global shapers, young global leaders and technology pioneers in the room who are all really looking forward to asking some questions. So I'll just kick off with a few first.
Please.
So you ended your interview last year by saying we really need to pay attention to people who are 30 years old, to the next 30 years, and to companies that have less than 30 employees. I turned 30 last year, so it was particularly welcome to hear this. And I think for many people in the room, they meet one or two of those categories. So in light of that, what are you most looking forward to and most scared of in the next 30 years?
Yeah, we people are very lucky because we are in the area that the world is in a very big transformation because of the technology. I think we read a lot on the books that 200 years ago when the first industry have a lot of great people, and then 100 years ago, electricity revolution came, a lot of successful people. So now the technology comes. This new technology will also create a lot of successful people, interesting careers. But honestly, every technological revolution comes is going to create a lot of social problems. And my view is the first technology revolution caused the First World War. Second technology revolution caused the Second World War. Now we're in the third. What is going to happen? People worry about artificial intelligence. People worry about robots. People worry about computer and data and privacy and securities. People start to worry. But whether you worry, it will come. You don't worry, it comes. So the thing is how you change yourself. So I think next 30 years, the world is going to be huge change. If there's a third world war, I think the world war should be a war against disease, a war against environment pollution, a war against poverty together. We should not a war against ourselves. But if we do not see clearly that using the new technology to solve these problems, if we do not unite, align together, human beings are going to fight each other. Because every technology revolution will make the world unbalanced. When something unbalanced coming, somebody used to be number one, suddenly become number two, and somebody was number three, and then become number one. It's all not comfortable. So we people, if you're 30 years old, my view is that when you are 20 to 30 years old, you should follow a good boss, join a good company to learn how to do things properly. When you're 30 to 40 years old, if you want to do something yourself, just do it. You still can't afford to lose, to fail. But when you're 40 to 50 years old, my suggestion is that you should do things that you are good at, right? And not do things that, oh, that's very interesting, I want to try something new. It's a bit dangerous more. When you're 50 to 60 years old, spending time training and developing young people, the next generation. When you're over 60 years old, better stay with your grandchildren. But this is normally general like that. Not everybody were like that, but most of the people were like that. So 30 years old, we people next to 30 years are the luckiest period. We have a lot of challenges, a lot of things are happening, and with our knowledge, with our physical power, it's time you need to change. You have to think, if you want to be successful tomorrow, it's impossible. If you want to be successful a year later, it's impossible. But if you want to win 10 years later, you have a chance. That is why.
Wonderful. And moving on to a topic which is kind of impossible to ignore after 2017. So a third of all the people in leadership positions in Alibaba are women. But the picture elsewhere is a bit more bleak. And a friend of mine recently said something that has really stayed with me. Women are tired of empowerment programs and we want power. In 2016, venture capitalists invested $58.2 billion in male-founded companies, while women received just $1.46 billion. And as 2017 showed, it was a year of sexual harassment scandals, the gender pay gap still exists, and unfortunately, the list does go on. So how do you think we can move beyond tokenistic gestures towards genuine gender equality?
Yeah, that is very interesting. A few years, like 4 years ago, there is a journalist came to our company, and when he leaves, he asked me a question: why there are so many women in your company? And I never realized we have so many women in our company. I said, anything wrong? Today, we have 49%, close 49% of the employees of our company are women. That's a lot for a high-tech company. It's not on purpose we hire women. We think they are great in helping us to grow. Alibaba is an e-commerce company. E-commerce is a service industry. To serve people better, you should have a service part. We find that women doing much better jobs than men. And the second is the last century, people compete because of muscle. No, not this century is not muscle, it's the wisdom. And next is, I believe, if a person wants to be successful, you should have a high EQ. But if you don't want to lose quickly, you should have a high IQ. But if you want to be respected, you should have high LQ, the Q of love. So those three Qs put together, a lot of men, they have a high IQ but low EQ, and a very tiny LQ. Women, balance-wise, they're the best. If you want your company to be successful, if you want your company to operate with wisdom, with care, women is the best. In my company, we noticed that women, they care others much more than men. Even on our site, today on shopping site, e-commerce, we find women buy a lot of things. But they buy for their husband, their parents, their kids. Men only buy for themselves mostly. Because you care, that makes you the difference. So we have 49% of the colleagues in the company are women, and close 37% of the senior management are women. We never feel anything wrong, and women, they sacrifice more. When they love it, they believe it, they continue to do it. So I think one of the secret sauce for Alibaba to be successful was successful in the past 18 years because we have so many women colleagues. And the other thing is that we feel so proud. And most of the time you see I go out, I never realize that when we come, always 50% of women with my delegation, my team. Because we never think they're women, we think they're great colleagues. So if you try to say, now we got too many men, so we have to put some women inside, that's for both sides.
So what would your advice be to companies that operate a little bit more on that quota-based system but seem to be not making progress or not having such kind of representation?
When you have a quota base you must have a lot of women. You will never reach that. I think if a company full of men prosper, this company cannot be sustainable, cannot keep on growing. Because just like a stew, if you don't put wood inside, the stew is too tough, it's easy to break. So when you have a woman and man in the same company, when something happens, the women are for example, one of the value for our company is that the number one value is customer number one, employee number two, shareholder number three. This is everywhere I go. Wall Street did not like my point, but this is what I said, you know. If you like us, invest in us. If you don't like us, please sell our stocks, don't buy us. We believe customer number one, employee number two, shareholder number three. But when we start to compete, men suddenly get very angry, and and women always come and say, no competition, let's think about customer number one. Most of the women, they believe in first day dream or first day love. Most of the men, easy to forget. I'm sorry, it's not I say bad about men. This is statistic. This is statistic. This is why our company works the balance. And it's naturally happening. It's not like so a lot of people have a tendency, man is better in doing things. But we think that even if man is better, we still have to hide the woman inside. And then the women have enough women will hire people more. So this is how we did it. So I don't know how many high-tech companies in the world like us, 49% colleagues are women. We feel proud of that.
As you should be, and I think it's a very strong message to send out to, like I say, other companies that have a range of reasons for why that's not the case. Clearly, you've been able to build the most successful one with that being so. So you just came off stage after giving a talk about digital e-commerce and what needs to happen for small businesses and entrepreneurs to benefit from globalization. At a time when globalization once again is being questioned, is it really delivering for the most vulnerable? Is it delivering for people in the global south, etc.? So what is your message to people in this room kind of about globalization, really?
I think globalization cannot be stopped. Nobody can stop globalization. Nobody can stop trade. And I believe if trade stops, war starts. Trade is the way to solve to dissolve the war, not to cause the wars. I think globalization did a fantastic job in the past 30 years. Enriched a lot of countries, but of course caused a lot of problems, right? Young people did not have opportunities. Small business have not opportunities. Developing countries were neglected. But it's only 30 years. It's a baby. It's a growth. You have to improve it. If you do not improve it, then you kill it. It's easy. Most of the time, to kill something is much easier. So my belief, it's our generation's job. Today, we have a better technology. We have a better knowledge about globalization. And it's our generation's responsibility or opportunity to improve it. Tell me, how can you stop globalization? Now, artificial intelligence comes, robots come. My grandfather worked 16 hours a day, and he said he was very busy. We work 8 hours a day. We said we are very busy. Our children may only work 3 hours or 4 hours a day for 3 days a week. I bet they will say, oh, we're very busy. Then when you work only 3 hours a day, 4 days a week, what are you going to do? You're going to travel around. Right? You cannot stay in the home for a week. You will travel. 30 years ago, normal life, you visit 20 to 30 cities whole your life. 30 years later, in your life, you will visit 300 cities in your life because of mobile. How can you stop it? It's impossible. So thinking about that, the only thing is to improve it, to make it simple. Global trade should be simple, should be modernized, should be giving inclusive. Everybody have the opportunity. So my strong message is that, well, I feel sorry for WTO. They did a great job, but in the past 20 years, when you put the 200 government ministers in one room, how can they agree on something? Right? Because I don't like your country. No matter how good suggestion you have, I say no. But business people, even if we put 200 business people in one room, we will surely agree on something. And this is what I believe. The next generation of globalization should be inclusive, should create opportunities for young people to get involved. The first globalization in human history was controlled by few kings and emperors. Last 30 years, globalization was controlled by 60,000 big companies. If you're not among the big companies, if you're not in the big, powerful countries, you don't have a chance. The next 30 years, I bet we will have 6 million, 16 million, or 60 million companies get involved in globalization. And I'm sure we will make it happen. Together with a lot of people, maybe with you. With a mobile phone, if people still using mobile phone 30 years later. With a mobile phone, you can global buy. You want to buy something from Kenya, you just click. You want to buy something from Norway, you click. Global buy, global sell. If you're a small thing, without internet, you can only sell in your village or small town. Today, you can sell across the world. And global pay, global delivery, and global travel, the only thing you have to bring is a mobile phone. No, not even a passport. This is going to happen in 10 years. And this is the message. Let's catch this opportunity. If you complain, the other people catch it. If you catch the opportunity, embrace it now, you will be the next Alibaba. People like me, I was born in a very poor family. I never got a great education. Failed all the But later, I realized I don't have money, I don't have technology, I don't have a lot of good backgrounds. We have a rich uncle or something, no. The only thing I competed with my people, the young people, is let's compete for 10 years later. This is what I believe 10 years later will happen. So everything I do for that goal, I know 10 years later, this thing is going to happen. Prepare for that. Because I know if I compete with him for next month, no chance. So this is how my message is it's a challenge, but it's an opportunity. And it's the opportunity for people like that. This world, the most difficult thing is to convincing a successor. When you tell him this is a great opportunity, he said, no, forget it, right? I've been doing this for 30 years. But for people like us, we're looking for opportunities in order to survive. So we will do anything to be creative. So this is the message. 30 years, it's an opportunity for us. It's a challenge for those people who are 60 years old.
Always catches up.
If they're 60 years old,
There's nowhere to hide.
and not discrimination, but it is tough for them.
And maybe says something about how we need to look at government as well in terms of more young people entering and doing policymaking. So if there are these 6 or 16 or 60 million businesses and we're all kind of tightly connected, on a more fundamental level, do you think consumption is making us happy?
Consumption. What do you mean consumption by making us happy?
But through consuming, are we becoming happier through being more connected? Is that genuinely?
Yeah, of course, consumption will make. Without consumption, definitely we're not happy, right? But if the consumption may not be, the thing is that, for me, people like me, people say, Jack, you're very rich, but I don't have time to spend money. And I know this money does not belong to me. When I have 1 million, 2 million, it's my money. But when you have 20 million, problem comes, you think the US dollar is going to devalue or English pound and the stock market is going to problem. When you're over $1 million, that is the responsibility. The society has to you. manage the money better. If you think that it's your money, you'll get into trouble. This is what I always believe. How can a person have, 20 or $2 billion? No matter how hard you work, you should not get to $2 billion, $20 billion. The money people put on you is the trust and credit you have. So you should spend money better than government. You should spend money better than the other people. Spend money on the right places. So consumptions, yes. And service industry. Let me tell you one thing. The AI robots is going to kill a lot of jobs. Because in the future, machine. But we have to create modern service industry. Service industry is going to have. Service is got a lot about consumption. So doing the consumptions, service industry has huge hope. But you have to do uniquely.
I think from that slightly philosophical point, we can turn to the floor for questions. So if you if you could please introduce yourself, say where you're from, please keep your questions succinct so we can take as many as possible and relevant for the whole group. Great, so would you like to go first?
Hi, my name is Parv. I'm a global shaper from Chicago. And you just talked about philanthropy, and I'm curious if you could talk about how you see your role is changing in the giving space, particularly given the fractured world we live in.
Yeah, I think philanthropy, it's not about helping others. It's about helping yourself. I had a huge debate with my colleagues. Several years ago, there was a big earthquake in China. And there was a big earthquake in Japan. So we donated I forgot the percent, like $20,000 to Japan, $10, $15 to China. And people say, why we donate that little? Because we have a lot of money. And my point is, no matter how much money you donate, 2 million, 20 million, that money compared to that is tiny. You cannot change a lot of things there. The thing you donate because you change yourself, you change the world. You have to change yourself. And the next thing is that philanthropy is about action. It's about involvement. It's not about giving money. It's about wake up people's consciousness. So I think, to me, I grow up, and my globalization is grow up in this place. Year 2001, when I was nominated as a young global leader, I had no idea what is Davos, where is it, and what is about a young global leader. But I came here, I learned, I listened about these corporate global citizenship and globalization, all that. I grow up. I understood. This is, to me, is like a problem. This has changed to me as I told Trump that every time I come to Davos, I want to spend time with young people. Because I benefit from young global early days. And I listen to Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, and George Soros, these guys. At that time, we don't have that many people. Very poor facilities. Well, very cold. I work like 30 minutes driving in a bus coming here and watch, and now I think still have, but this is good. This is the tuition we pay for our grown up. And now, for me, I think spending time with you benefit me, and also I want to tell you my truth. It's a profit. It does not necessarily use money. So by charity, you cannot change the world. But if you have a philanthropy heart, you can do a lot of things. So I find this one, unfortunately, a lot of people have a business heart here, making money, but do things like a philanthropy. What we should do is should be philanthropy heart, but have a business. I hate a lot of people who do the opposite. They want to make money, but they talk like a philanthropy. And they do like a philanthropy, waste a lot of money. So this is what I do. And it's if you want your team to work with you all your life, you have to plant the seed of the here at the top. First thing, don't like lottery, pollution, counterfeit products. By end of the year, go make some money. Business, the philanthropy idea should be buried into the business model. That's
Only fools pledge.
Philanthropy of heart, I think,
Yeah.
a message that young people can take forward. Please.
Hi, my name is Yvonne. I'm a global shaper from the Jeddah hub in Saudi Arabia. My question is, as a young boy, did you envision that your life would be like this? Did you have intuition about this? And if so, do you think the belief helped in achieving such great success?
As a young boy, I never thought of, as a young boy, even today, I never thought I would be here. Honestly, I never thought. But as a young boy, I probably, when I look back, every problem I had in life when I was a kid, I failed so many times. People probably know that I'm applying jobs for so many jobs, over 30 jobs, all rejected, none even got a chance. 24 of us were interviewed for a KFC job. 23 accepted. I was the only guy rejected. 6 people went for looking for a police job. 5 accepted. I was the only one. My cousin and I applied job as a servant in a 4-star hotel in my city. We waited long queue for 2 hours. He was accepted. I was rejected. So my mother looked at me, but I know this is a training course for me. Before my 30 years old, I'm a failure. People lose, but I never give up. I think there is an opportunity there. And then I was a teacher. I graduated from university. I was teaching in the university for 6 years. Number 5 year, I was elected the best teacher of my university, elected by students. So I said everything I taught my students, I think I learned from books. What if I go out, spend 10 years, experience all the things, whether fail or succeed, I go back to teach again. That was my original outcome. So I never thought I would be rich. I never thought it would be successful. I never thought we could survive for it. And then we made it. The only thing that today we should do is share the experience of the share the mistakes, suffers with us. My thinking is that you guys remember, if you want to be successful, learn from the other people's mistakes. Don't learn from the successful stories. Successful stories they make, don't listen to that. There are a lot of reasons behind it.
There's nowhere to hide.
Just like, I remember the first time Harvard Business School came to us, say, Jack, we want to write a case study for you. Yes, here, 2001 or 2000. They came, they spent 1 week and they write this report. I said, this is not me. And this is you. I said, no, this is not us. He said, this is you. So they make up his sign. And the case study go up and they start to teaching a lot of universities. The next 5 years, they invited me to go to the case study. And they always find a competitor of my company. And after every case study, Alibaba will die, that company will succeed. All the students agree. And actually, every 5 years, all the competitors die to survive. So how can you study this kind of a successful story? Learn from the mistakes, the other people. No matter how smart you are, you will encounter these mistakes. You learn from mistakes, not just able to avoid mistakes. You will able to, when these mistakes come, these suffer come, you know how to deal with it. How to face it. The book
Live
I
and
want to
die
write,
by the blade.
if I want. if I can, is Alibaba 1001 mistakes. This is the most treasurable things that in my life. In my life, it's not how much we achieved, it's how much we've gone through the tough days and mistakes. And this is what, if you start to think now, it'd be good. So if you ask me when I was born, I never thought about that. Never.
Let's go to the back of the room.
Fan Li, YGL from Shanghai. I know that you recently spent 100 billion RMB in deep tech research. I just wonder how you think of the future of deep tech and how that's going to influence humanity and creativity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think technology, as a company, we invest 100 billion RMB, which is like 150, right, or 50 billion US dollars on research, high tech. As a company, I hope in the future we gain our profit because of our technology, not because of our size. So we have to invest in technology. But I don't like this kind of, there's a debate. Artificial intelligence, big data is going to threaten the human beings. I think artificial intelligence should support human beings. The technology should always doing something to enable people instead of disable people. When steam machine comes, when cars comes, people hate it. You know, today we think car is good. When the automobile when first was designed, people hate, especially this car, this horseman, right? They destroy every cars they can see. So I would say, people like us, when we have the money, we have the resources, we have the young, all the excellent young people, we should spend money on the technology that enable people, empower people, make life better. So this is what we want to invest. And I think artificial intelligence, no matter how artificial intelligence is good, human being in the future compete with the machine on knowledge, you don't have chance. Computer is always going to be smarter than you are. When there's a car, forget about who runs faster. When there's a plane, don't think you can fly like a. When there's a computer, you know, computer is always smarter than you are. They never forget. They remember everything. They never get angry. They calculate faster. But computer can never be as wise as a man. What's the difference between smart and wisdom? My view is, smart people see something the other people don't see. A wise people see something he pretend he did not see. Smart people know what he wants. Wise people know what he doesn't want.
30 seconds until minions
Wisdom.
spawn.
The person with wisdom knows, only you know I don't want this. Then you know what do you want. So I think this is the money we invest to support human beings, not supporting Alibaba. This lab is open to the whole world. It's not supporting Alibaba at all. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Minions have spawned.
So hi, I'm Saad, Global Shaper from the Islamabad Hub. I really want to know what you think about leadership. Is it something that comes from the heart when it comes to decision making as a leader, or is it something that that you have to take, you have to think through your mind as well, or is it a bit of both? Like as a leader, when you make decisions, would you go with something that you really feel about from your heart, or would you try to have a mix of your mind and your heart when you make decisions?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I've been thinking about that. First, it's your nature instinct. There must have something that you different. Second is you need training. You should be trained through all the tough experience, but still positive. I found out some great leaders in the world. They are always positive. They never complain others, and never complain. and they look at the things in a different view, like normal people. So I think people in my company, they, at the beginning, they don't like me because I'll always think about 10 years, 5 years. And then after we're working together for 3 or 5 years, they find, you're right. Then we got the credit rating. And as a CEO, one of the jobs, when everybody's happy, you have to see the unhappy things. When everybody's unhappy, you have to see the happy things. So leadership is nature, but you have to have train and learn. And I got my leadership upgraded in Davos. I see so many. Ali Enter Financing, how many people here know about Alipay? Thank you. Alipay's decision was made. I was thinking about Alipay, but I was not dare to launch Alipay because in China, if you do financing without license, you will be in jail at that time. So I went to the banks. Can you help us do the e-commerce on transaction? No. No banks would accept it. So if there will be no Alipay, no financing, the e-commerce will go nowhere. So I was, year 2004, I was here. Listen to a speech by two state leaders about leadership. And this guy said, leadership is about responsibility. You believe it, but the people don't believe it. But if you think it's so critical, you should pay any price to do it. So that day changed my mind, and I called back to my team, say, let's launch it within 1 month. If somebody has to go to the jail, I go to the jail. Who will be the second one follow me? If I go, you continue, and you go to the jail, you go continue. That was the thing called leadership determination. And year 2004, I made the decision here, I called it back. And now today, the Alipay launched. It's so big, over 800 million people today using Alipay globally. Yeah.
Wonderful. Shall we take one from YGL, to be fair? Any questions?
Has been slain.
Yeah, please.
Hello, my name is Pablo from Costa Rica, YGL. And given your perspective of caring and being a trustee of all this, what do you do for self-care and also maybe within your company? Because earlier on, often you can cut through sleep or other things in a silly way, and you realize that if you plan for the long term, one also has to take personal care, be either mindfulness or prioritizing better. And how are you doing this, and how do you promote that in your company?
Well, I'm lucky that I have 18 co-founders, and most of them are students. When in my apartment, I told them my dream and my vision, videotape. Funny thing is that when Alibaba launched for the first day, I said, let's videotape everything, every important meetings that we join together. The purpose is that someday, if we fail, give the videos to the research why we're here. If we succeed, give the videos to the other people. So we have almost a whole house of videotapes. So the first videotape, I speak for 2 hours, and those guys look at me. Okay, so that's what you want to do? I said, yeah, this is what I want to do.
There's nowhere to hide.
I was the first. I know nothing about technology. I know nothing about management. I know nothing about. But the only thing is that you don't have to know a lot of things. You have to find the people who are smarter than you are. My first way is always find people who knowledge on computer smarter than I am. Accounting smarter. For so many years, I always try to find the people smarter than I am. And when you find so many smart people, my job is to making sure the smart people can work it together. And then if smart people can work it together, it's easier. The vision will believe. Because if stupid people can work it together easily, smart people can never work together. But spirit people who work together easily, they don't believe the vision. The people who believe the vision, but they don't work together. So very important is finding smart people. And my job is two things. Making sure they work together. Culture. Long term, you should be ideal with great, strong vision leader, but you should also have to survive today. If you don't survive today, you're gone. So, the best way to promote your company is not you, not agent. The best way is your product and service, your employees. The best product of your company is your employees. So, I spent a lot of time, 30 days. For the first 2,000 employees of Alibaba, I speak to everybody for 1 or 2 hours when they're joining. I said, I will never promise you will be rich. I never promise you will be promoted. But I promise you will suffer. I promise you will have a terrible life, right? And all the terrible things I promise when join this company, right? But good things, if you promise good things, you are misleading them, because I cannot promise myself. We know this is the future, but we are not sure that we will. But if we don't work together, we all will lose our job. Well, that's okay.
And they do always say, and I think I've experienced this myself, if you knew how hard it would be, would you do it? And it seems for you, a key part of leadership is leaving the ego at the door and being willing to hire people better than you, who you can then kind of empower to carry out your vision.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Iman from Global Shaper Jakarta Hub. How does your experience of being a teacher influence how you run the business today? And do you have any message for those who are working in education space? Thank you.
How does
your experience of being a teacher in early days influence how you run the business today?
Yeah. Let me tell you one thing. I never thought I could be a CEO. I never thought later I'd become a good CEO. One of the things I learned is from teachers. As a teacher, very important the character of a teacher is the teacher always expects his students better. I want this student to become a banker, that to become a scientist. This is all teachers want. If you don't have this kind of thinking, it's a terrible teacher. A good teacher always wants the other people better. You don't want this teacher in jail, that teacher is bankrupt, that teacher is, you know. So as a CEO, I trained myself I always want those people to join the company.
They won't survive.
Do better than they thought. And everything the company should do is making sure the good environment to be more positive. And everything we do, this is a teacher. And teacher does not mean I know better than you are. Everything I know better than you are because I learn from others. A teacher should learn all the time. A teacher should share all the time. A teacher should always expect the other people better than you are. And by the way, education, it's a big challenge now. If we do not change the way we teach, 30 years later we'll be in trouble. Because the way we teach, the thing of teach our kids are the things the past 200 years is knowledge-based. And we cannot teach our kids to compete with machine who is smarter. We have to teach something unique. That is, machine can never catch up with us. In this way, 30 years later, our kids have a chance. I hope I answered your question.
It's a very difficult one to answer, but what are those skills that you think we need to teach? If we're moving away from knowledge, what are the key things?
Value, believing, independent thinking, teamwork, care for others. These are the soft parts. The knowledge may not teach you that. But that's why I think we should teach our kids sports, music, painting, art. So making sure humans should be different from everything we teach should be different from machine. If the machine can do better, you have to think about it.
Hi, this is Hashim Al-Musawi from Manama Hub, Bahrain. Talking about education and the Fourth Industrial Revolution, we have been talking about people losing their jobs because they are not qualified enough for the skills needed. What are you doing for the people within your organization to get up to date, to get continuous learning, to know what technology is needed for the future? Thank you.
Okay, luckily I don't have to do a lot of these kind of things in my company because we are fighting every day for the future. We know if you do not work hard, Facebook, Google, Amazon, all these are going to be better. Right? So this is why we are globalized. The competition globalized. But we know that it's not competition. It's not about technology. Competition. All the people today, not like 18 founders, we only have 2.5 people engineers. Today we have more than 25,000 engineers. They are all smart. They do much better job than the 18 years ago. But the only thing I want to make sure these people have a front-end heart. Because the data we have, the technology we have, if they do not have a great heart inside, we are going to make this out. Google, Facebook, Amazon, Alibaba, these companies, we are the luckiest company of this century. And we have the lucky people who are lucky, we have the smart people that we should work hard to do something good. But on the other thing I want to say is about that making sure that everything you do is for the future. For example, you know about Singles Day? Singles Day, shopping day. November 11th is the day we created. Last year, that day we sold 25 billion US dollars for one day. And for the first minute, over 70 to 80 million people rush inside to shop on the mobile phone. So you have to making sure the system is good enough. We have to finish 270,000 transactions per second. Can you imagine that? 270,000 transactions per second. If we do not have that kind of computing capability, the whole system will crash because we have several hundred million people waiting to pay the money. So this technology, we know why we do this for crazy for one day, because we want to test the technology. This technology should be inclusive. Because we know today in China, we create probably like 100 million package delivery a day. 5 years later, the whole world would deliver 1 billion packages per day. Think about what's the technology. Are we ready for that? So the Singles Day is testing this technology and to be inclusive. So making sure the market drives them, not the boss drive them.
Thank you, Jack. Jesus Cepeda from Mexico, from the Monterrey Hub, Global Shaper. We have been talking a lot about our generation, and I really like the conversation about 30 years before, 30 years after. Actually, I have been hearing these days that we haven't had this snow in 30 years here. So the question is going to a quote of Professor Schwab. He said a couple of months ago to the Global Shapers that we're the first generation that is going to suffer about climate change. We are the last one that can do something about it. So with your teaching passion, what are the 3 things that you are saying to educate the terminated employees, the vulnerable employees, for everyone who is develop our spiritual mindset and not pragmatic mindset?
Okay. First, let me say this. Every disaster, the environment disaster, is a reflect of human heart. Because when we need it too much, I think today, the past 200 years, Because knowledge-based technology or knowledge-based training system, all we want to do is get more. We want more things. We go to the moon, we go to Mars, we go this, we always outside looking. We human beings never inside looking. If you don't have the inside looking, you will never be wise. If you're not wise, you never know what you don't want. Today, human beings get much more than they expect they should have. So the environmental pollutions, the whole thing happening is because human beings become greedy, become arrogant. So this is why the big data, the data technology is trying to understand the inside of human. What is the data? Is the human behavior. A lot of people, trust me, the machine will know you better than you know yourself. Have you seen some movies? Some cameras? You know, they're great. They look at the eyes. If he got a good card, this eyeball will shake. But normal people don't see it. The machine see all the details. Machine know you better. So what I would say is that in the data period, human being next to 100 years, human will know, try to understand inward looking. We will see a lot of ugly things of ourselves. When knowledge-based outward looking, you see the ugly things of the others and good things. When look inside looking, this is Chinese philosophy. Chinese people, our believing is always inside. We're supposed to have inside checking every three times a day, but not really. If you can really do that. So for environment, you're right. If we do not take action, all the money you make will spend in hospital, medicine. Our kids will be in trouble. So let's fix it. First, fix our heart, fix our know-how, and fix our belief. When you have a belief, when you have a religion, when you have a value, it's better. So I think this is what I concerned about. I think the young people always have value, vision. If something from heart, it's different. This is what next 30 years education focus on.
We have time for one last brief question. Karuna?
Thank you. This is Karuna from the Port Louis Hub, Mauritius. And my question is, you talked about your workplace culture. I'd like to have one or two examples, if possible, of how do you motivate your employees. And I'd like to throw in a last question is, how much do you sleep? Because this is such a controversial topic and I keep hearing different versions. Thank you.
What about keeping the different versions?
I've heard CEOs speak on 3-4 hours, and whereas I've heard, like, you know, you need at least 8 hours. So yeah, I'm a bit divided, and I'd love to know your secret. Thank you.
Yeah. How do I motivate incentives or find the people who can mobilize themselves. It's impossible to encourage a negative person. So the people will hire, the people work together. They have to be all. You cannot. We have 65,000 employees now. You cannot hire all of them. That positive. But at least the people work. High management. Several areas. They have to know the incentive of the others. I cannot incentivize everybody. And making sure the culture. So I think it would be very painful for me to talk to my vice president and he need to be incentivized, mobilized every time. Like this one, if he does not know how to incentivize or mobilize his people, it's better. I don't think he will be the vice president. Good designer, but not good leader. Good leader should know how not by only money. Most of people incentivized or mobilized not because you give them a lot of money. You give them respect, trust, appreciation, and correct, heartful advice. When you come to my meetings, internal meetings, you will be shocked because we are not like a lot of the other Chinese company. The boss say everybody listen, take notes, and we are like a war. We make decisions based on whose voice is louder. Right? Early days, we fight and we talk and then making sure everybody speak up.
Blade.
Right. So this is also a way of mobilize and incentive. There are a lot of ways, and different people have a different way to send incentive. So this.
Bây giờ chúng ta mà lên trên mạng vô Google chỉ cần gõ một cụm từ khóa là bí quyết giữ chồng thôi, nó cho ra 800.000 cái kết quả, thưa quý vị. Có nghĩa là đây là một trong những cái điều mà mọi người quan tâm, đặc biệt là cánh chim phụ nữ. Họ thường chia sẻ hoặc là rỉ tai nhau bí quyết này chiêu nọ chiêu kia để làm sao để giữ được ông chồng, không có tọt tem, không có đi ra ngoài bồ bịch lăng nhăng. Và chính vì biết đây là cái chủ đề mà được nhiều chị em quan tâm, cho nên ngày hôm nay đề nghị cùng với chương trình Hòa Nhịp đã mời đến đây tiến sĩ Lê Thanh Dương để cùng chia sẻ với chúng ta về vấn đề này. Mà là giữ chồng, giữ chồng, cái cách giữ chồng á, thì là các chị em trên mạng chia sẻ rất là nhiều. Tại sao là chỉ có các chị em quan tâm đến vấn đề là giữ
Live
chồng,
and die by the blade.
không quan tâm đến cái chuyện là giữ vợ.
Ở đây nó có hai vấn đề là các ông đàn ông quan tâm đến giữ vợ lắm đây, chỉ có điều cái đặc điểm của nam là nhất là nam của Việt Nam nó mang tính chất phong kiến, lúc nào cũng tỏ ra hoành tráng thôi, chứ trong lòng dạ này nếu người vợ mà biết cách ấy là chú hoảng hồn, chú giữ hơn nhiều, có điều là không dám thừa nhận. Vấn đề thứ hai là nó có một cái thực trạng, đó là anh đàn ông ấy, do đặc điểm giới tính anh ấy phải duy trì nói giống, cho nên gặp người phụ nữ lập tức cái phản xạ giới tính nó nổi lên tiền. Còn người phụ nữ cũng có nhưng phải gai nó mới xì ra, còn anh ấy nhìn thấy cái anh thường trực luôn. Thành ra là cái anh đàn ông là dễ dính cái chuyện đấy hơn nếu xét ở trong một khoảng thời gian ngắn. Cho nên hai cái đó cộng lại thì thường ấy người ta thấy một cái hiện tượng là phụ nữ là hay đặt vấn đề giữ chồng nhiều hơn.
Dạ, vậy thì anh có nghe qua hay anh có từng trải nghiệm qua những cái cách mà các chị em phụ nữ giữ chồng không ạ?
Có chứ, nhưng mà đa số thì họ giữ bằng cách là họ truyền miệng, họ không có những cái hội thảo đi vào bản chất, cho nên họ giữ bằng cách là họ cai trị chồng chứ không phải quản trị chồng. Quản trị là kiểm soát được cuộc chơi, còn cai trị là dùng lệnh. Thành ra là giữ bằng chăn gối, giữ bằng cấm đoán, giữ bằng ra tận nơi quán nhậu, giữ bằng đi đâu cũng kè, giữ bằng theo dõi từ cái quần cái áo về, đâu đó xem có vết son gì không. Tất cả những hành vi đó người ta mang tính chất là nó an ủi tâm lý mình nhiều hơn là tính hiệu quả theo cái nhìn của tôi. Nhưng mà hiện thân cái chuyện đấy nhiều lắm.
Dạ, tức là những người phụ nữ khi mà áp dụng những cái phương pháp đó cho những ông chồng của mình thì bản thân họ tự nghĩ rằng chắc mình làm như thế thì ông chồng mình sẽ không có nó đâu được, bởi vì không còn điều kiện nữa. Đó là chưa kể cả cái chuyện mà cấm vận kinh tế nữa anh.
Dạ. Đúng thế, cả tài chính cũng làm luôn.
Dạ, mấy ông chồng đi làm về là có bao nhiêu là vợ mới lục ba môi cho bằng hết. Giấu túi trên hay túi dưới, giấu trong nón hay là giấu trong cái vớ dưới chân thì bà cũng lột để cho bằng được. Cấm vận tất cả mọi cái rồi mỗi ngày bác sĩ để cho miếng đủ tiền cà phê hoặc là đủ tiền xăng đi đến cơ quan làm thôi. Thì em nghĩ rằng đó giống như là một cái cách đối phó tạm thời thôi, nó chứ không có phải là một cái cách để mà gọi là thực sự giữ cho người đàn ông ấy ở bên cạnh mình từ bên ngoài thể xác lẫn tới bên trong tâm hồn.
Cái người đàn ông người ta chỉ gắn với người phụ nữ có 3 trạng thái thôi. Một là họ sống bằng sự tuân thủ bắt buộc, tức là họ khiếp quá. Có nhiều người phụ nữ tay to bằng chân chồng, hai tay hai dao thế này, cho nên họ phải tuân thủ. Dạng tuân thủ thứ hai là tuân thủ phòng vệ. Phòng vệ tức là họ vẫn tuân thủ nhưng mà hồn để chỗ khác cơ. Sợ ảnh hưởng đến đứa con, sợ ảnh hưởng đến gia đình, rồi sợ ảnh hưởng mất cái cân đối này. Và chỉ có một trạng thái thứ ba tuyệt vời mà người vợ giữ hiệu quả, rất hiệu quả, đó là tuân thủ tự nguyện. Và để đạt đến tuân thủ tự nguyện thì người ta phải giữ chồng, và liên quan tới cách giữ chồng và đưa đến trạng thái tự nguyện ấy thì lúc ấy là lý tưởng. Còn lại thì đa số đàn ông Việt Nam là bị giữ và họ sẽ tuân thủ theo ý người vợ, nhưng mà đấy là tuân thủ phòng vệ. Cho nên là cái người phụ nữ giữ được chồng mà lúc nào cũng có cảm giác nó không toàn nguyện, là nó nằm ở cái chỗ anh ấy tự vệ.
Dạ. Như là những cái cách mà chị em thông thường hay sử dụng á, là như anh em mình nói là thứ nhất là có thể cấm vận vào mặt kinh tế nè, rồi kiểm soát ông chồng quá chặt chẽ, đi đâu mấy giờ làm gì với ai, rồi phải trình báo, rồi hoặc là lâu lâu ông chồng mà có những người bạn cũng không có được quyền đi chơi với bạn nữa, mà lúc nào cũng có bà vợ kè kè đi bên cạnh. Em từng có một anh bạn mà anh bạn cũng khá là thân, ảnh phải hơn 40 tuổi mới lập gia đình, cho nên là cái cảm giác ban đầu của ảnh rất là hồ hởi hưng phấn khi mình đã có một người phụ nữ mà vợ ảnh đẹp lắm anh, vợ mới có 20 mấy tuổi thôi, đẹp mơn mởn đó, thì mình cứ nghĩ rằng anh này chắc về là phải giữ vợ chặt lắm đây khi cô vợ đẹp như thế. Nhưng không, cái cô kia cổ lại không có tự tin về mình hay sao đó, cô giữ ông này giống như là giữ con vậy. Đến cái mức mình tưởng tượng xem, đi xe máy phải không, trước khi ra khỏi nhà là cô vợ cô dòm cái đồng hồ Comtomet á là đi bao nhiêu cây, là đang bao nhiêu cây, và khi đi xong rồi về nhà cô lại cô dòm coi cái đoạn đường này hôm nay anh đi là bao nhiêu cây số, nó có thích ứng với lại cái đoạn đường từ nhà cho đến cơ quan, là từ cơ quan về nhà hay không. Bữa nào mà ủa tại sao cái đồng hồ này nó nhảy nhiều như vậy, anh đi đâu là có vấn đề xảy ra. Nhưng mà cái điều là cái anh kia anh cũng sẽ bị ràng buộc như thế, anh cũng tuân thủ, nhưng mà tuân thủ một cách phòng vệ như anh nói, chứ không phải tuân thủ một cách tự nguyện, bởi vì cái điều đó làm cho anh cảm thấy khó chịu vô cùng luôn. Thì anh thấy đa số phụ nữ đều nghĩ như thế, nhưng mà không nghĩ rằng là những người đàn ông cảm thấy rất là khó chịu khi bị một cái sự kèm kẹp như vậy. Vậy thì làm như thế nào để có được một cái điều kiện lý tưởng để cho những người đàn ông tuân thủ một cách tự nguyện như anh nói ạ?
Thực ra mà nói là nó phải đi từ bản chất vấn đề cơ. Cho nên là nếu mà cứ hời hợt như vậy thì càng giữ càng không được, càng giữ càng đau khổ, càng giữ mà làm cho mình càng mất cân đối. Thế là cuối cùng đến ngõ cụt. Thành ra là đại nghĩa nêu vấn đề thế là đúng, là làm sao cho người ta đạt được điều mà tự nguyện cơ. Thế thì một sai lầm rất lớn, nói thật là to, quan hệ hôn nhân Việt Nam họ hiểu thế này. Tuy hai vợ chồng, tuy hai là một, nhưng họ quên một điều cực kỳ quan trọng là tuy một mà là hai. Cho nên mỗi người nó có một cái bầu trời riêng. Bầu trời riêng hoàn toàn không phải là ngoại tình, mà nó mang tính chất giới tính. Cho nên mình tôn trọng được cái bầu trời đó thì nó ăn. Đằng này mình lại suy cái bầu trời đó thành một cái chuyện duy nhất là đi ngoại tình, rất là bất ổn. Công ty thì sắp sập rồi, ngồi ở nhà về còn thiết gì ăn uống nữa, ngậm điếu thuốc thế này, là bắt đầu suy diễn là anh nghĩ đến con nào, ông đến giờ rồi ông đi ăn cơm không, định tôi bắt tôi rửa chén mấy lần đây, lúc này còn cơm nước gì nữa. Thành ra hãy để cho người ta ngồi đó, cái công việc nó phức tạp lắm. Anh ngồi đây anh nghĩ một chút đi, em cho con nhỏ nó ăn cơm trước cái, vì mai nó phải đi học. Thế thì anh ăn xong anh là vào tủ lạnh cho em. Ngày mai là cái ông chồng đi nhậu là khen vợ từ đầu chỉ cuối, và không bao giờ nó xa được người vợ đâu vì nghiện rồi. Thì đấy là cái thứ nhất. Và cái thứ hai nữa là để làm sao cho họ tuân thủ tự nguyện. Tổng cầu của người đàn ông là thế này, tổng cầu của người phụ nữ là thế này, mà khác giới tính. Thế thì khi mà tổng cầu người đàn ông được toại nguyện thì không còn ai bằng vợ mình nữa. Thế thì phụ nữ Việt Nam bỏ rất nhiều công sức, cả nấu ăn, cả giữ chồng, nhưng cuối cùng là hầu như theo cách nhìn của tôi lại cung không trúng cầu. Cái cầu người đàn ông ở người phụ nữ nó còn có hai thứ thôi. Một là body, nhìn hấp dẫn là cậu cứ lảng vảng cậu giữ vợ ấy. Mà vợ mà tùy tiện mà xuống sắc, nếu xét riêng về body là ông yên tâm, tại vì anh khác không ngó rồi, là anh ấy đi cơi nới à. Thế là người vợ lại không chăm sóc mình, lại mũi miệng là hy sinh. Ở đây không có nha, không có nha. Thứ hai là ăn là tâm hồn, nhẹ nhàng mà chân thành, đó là phụ nữ loại một. Nhẹ nhàng mà mỏng họng, nói khay, nói lay, nói rút lưỡi nữa rồi, múc lên là nó giảm đi cái con chân thành. Bây giờ loại ba là lớn giọng mà chân thành, bác cảm xúc nó tụt là đi với con khác liền. Mà lại lớn giọng mà lại còn móc họng nữa thì thôi bỏ sớm. Họ không là đi mà họ còn đấm nữa cơ. Thành ra là
đi được
ở
quay
đây
lại tác trong cái
anh đàn ông nó cầu dễ lắm. Một bên là thể xác, một bên là tâm hồn. Mà tâm hồn của họ nó mang tính đó, cho nên cái người phụ nữ mà họ biết cái dễ lắm.
Thấy đàn ông vậy chứ cũng chỉ vòng vòng có nhiêu đó thôi không anh?
Nhiêu đó thôi, bởi vì nó định nghĩa thế này này. Đàn ông bản chất là thằng trẻ nít có dâu. Nó khác trẻ nít có một thứ thôi là nó có dâu. Cho nên sai khiến thằng đàn ông dễ lắm. Mà cái việc đó người phụ nữ lại không hiểu. Cho nên là cái thằng trẻ nít này nó thấy cái gì đẹp nó ôm nó rằng là đâu không phải rồi. Nó thích nịnh lắm. Về thằng chồng đang đóng đinh vào giường thế này. Đóng đinh là chức năng của thằng đàn ông người giúp vợ treo cái túi có gì đâu. Kệ nó, cứ khen đi. Khen xong một câu thì cô gái sẽ thấy hoàn toàn bất ngờ. Cậu quăng cái bố xuống, cậu dạng chân này, mẹ đàn ông là phải thế. Sau đó tối chất lượng khác hẳn. Thành ra là ở đây là người phụ nữ về một cái ui dồi quá đẹp, lập tức nó tạo hấp dẫn giới tính, không chạy đâu thoát. Đằng này là cái quần thì nó rách đầu gối, lấy tiếc mà, lấy kéo cắt đi để làm cái cột sọt. Về nhà ở cơ quan toàn em đẹp, về nhà nhìn tổng vào sao giống ve chai ở đâu qua tận nhà này, cái đó là chết. Cho nên ở đây nó chỉ có hai cái tổng cầu ấy thôi. Thì bộ trưởng, thứ trưởng chứ tổng thống không thua hết.
Chỉ cần hai cái điều đó thôi thì có thể là giữ được ông chồng ở nhà mà không đụng với những cái biện pháp mà cột rồi trói rồi xiềng xích các viện trợ gì hết, phải không anh?
Bây giờ là cô vợ thật đẹp, dịu dàng, xong lấy cái điện thoại có 200.000 mua khuyến mại nè, xong nó cắm cái sim giác và lấy cái sim của mình, lấy cái máy mới đó nhắn sang chính máy mình thôi, ông chồng đâu biết số đâu, xong để cái điện thoại ở giữa giường anh cắm. Anh chồng mà thấy cô vợ có cái điện thoại mà không tay máy nằm cũng chết thiệt, chết nào định trộm vợ mình ta, lúc nào cũng ở trạng thái dồn chú vào cái thế hơi nguy hiểm thì lấy là giữ. Người ta giữ chồng bằng cách giữ mà không giữ gì cả mà lại là giữ. Cho nên trong bán hàng chốt sale mà không chốt mới là chốt. Mà trong dạy con, dạy tốt nhất là không dạy gì cả, nó làm mình làm thế nào nó làm y thế. Cho nên là dân tộc Nga nó có câu lấy vợ hãy xem má vợ, nhìn má vợ biết con gái liền. Cho nên ở đây dạy con cũng thế, dạy chồng cũng thế, nó đều từ một hành vi gián tiếp. Người ta quản trị chồng, cho anh đi nhưng tất cả nằm trong tầm kiểm soát của tôi, chứ đừng có cai trị chồng là chết. Và cai trị người ta dùng phòng thủ. Bây giờ phần mềm điện thoại nó có hết. Ví dụ alo anh đi họp nha, nhưng thực ra ông đi với gái, thế là vợ gọi alo, thực ra đang ngồi với gái, nhưng mà phần mềm có rồi, ấn số 3 cái là âm thanh trong điện thoại vang lên ngay. Tôi nói cho đồng chí biết nha, đồng chí nội dung thì được nhưng thái độ không được nhá. Alo, đang hỏi ông chủ nhau về lắm em một, và không thể biết được nếu người ta đã tự vệ, hỏng hết mọi chuyện. Thành ra là để giữ người chồng nó không khó và nên có ý thức giữ, bởi vì hạnh phúc ấy nó chỉ là một quá trình lao động cật lực thì cái lúa hạnh phúc nó có. Vậy thì anh chồng cũng phải có ý thức giữ cái người vợ ấy lại, còn không thì họ chỉ trao cho anh cái hồn thôi, cái xác thôi, chứ còn cái hồn là chỗ khác. cho nên đặc trưng của phụ nữ rất nhiều chị là ngoại tình tư tưởng, không bắt lỗi được, nhưng mà ôm lấy người chồng nhưng mà lại nghĩ đến người khác. Cho nên từ kinh nghiệm tôi biết mà nhiều em đến kể lắm, em ôm chồng em mà em nghĩ đến thầy. Kinh.
Ôi trời ơi. Trời ơi, sao mà hạnh phúc thế?
Cái thế tại vì anh chồng không cung được, mà tôi cung được thì lại thiếu thể xác, thế mới đau.
Nhưng mà ở nhà thì chị nhà có biết những điều đó không anh?
Thì hôm nay coi tivi chắc biết.
Dạ, và chắc là chị cũng sẽ có những cái chiêu giữ chồng giống như anh vừa mới chia sẻ, hay đây là một cái cớ để anh nhắn gửi đến bà chị ở nhà để giữ anh lại bằng cách
công nhận là nghĩa thông minh, ở đây là cả hai đấy.
Cả hai.
Một bạn là chia sẻ cái tấm lòng,
dạ.
Một cái nữa là mượn tivi nhắn nhủ.
Dạ, nhưng mà anh ơi, với những người phụ nữ mà ở một cái độ tuổi nhất định nào đó, không còn trẻ trung thanh xuân ở cái lứa tuổi 20 mấy nữa, thì cái việc mà họ phải chăm sóc cho mình á, nó không phải chỉ là cái chuyện mà đi uốn lại mái tóc hay là trang điểm một lớp phấn hay là mặc một bộ đồ đẹp, mà nó còn phải là những yếu tố nó xuất phát từ bên trong nữa mới được, phải không ạ?
Hầu hết là bên trong, bởi vì cũng đúng là thể xác, nhưng mà có lửa không, có hồn không thì cái đó không có thẩm mỹ nào làm được.
Dạ, vậy thì họ phải làm sao ạ?
Thì họ phải đẩy từ bên trong ra.
Dạ.
Còn ở kia mà thẩm mỹ viện là tác động từ bên ngoài vào.
Dạ.
Hình hài rất là ngon, nhưng mà ôm cổ không có lửa, ôm cổ để chiều mình, và họ nhe răng họ cười có vẻ sung sướng. Họ sung sướng vì họ nhìn thấy ông chồng sung sướng chứ không phải họ sung sướng. Nhưng nhiệm vụ bây giờ mình phải sung sướng, và cái cười đó là cười mình sung sướng thì hai vợ chồng cùng sung sướng thì mới ok.
Yeah.
Cho nên là nó phải từ trong nó ra, mà từ trong ra thì cái này khổ là đây nó có bệnh. Cái thứ nam mà đấy cứ nói hoài, mà tôi nói cả đời tôi vẫn nói. Thành ra là khi nó bệnh thì mình cân bằng bằng độ chênh lệch của cả sự vận động về thể dục, sự sảng khoái về tinh thần, và ngoài ra phải chất. Ba cái đó là xong rồi đấy. Bây giờ bơm thêm cái cân đối hoàn toàn tự nhiên đấy, thì lúc đó nó sẽ đạt được cái trạng thái là mình sẽ giữ chồng mà như không giữ, phải lại là giữ mà bắt chúng phải giữ mình. Cái này à, đó thì đấy, cho nên là thể dục, tinh thần, sảng khoái, nhận lời yêu của chú, và dùng bảo sân thì có cái gì đâu.
Dạ. Bảo Xuân thì giúp cho người phụ nữ, đặc biệt là từ độ tuổi 30 trở lên thì sẽ cân bằng một yếu tố trong cơ thể, giúp cho cơ thể là giống như là trở lại cái tuổi thanh xuân ngày trước. Thì khi mà họ trở lại như thanh xuân, họ tươi, họ trẻ, họ cảm giác rằng họ sảng khoái, thì chính cái điều đó nó ảnh hưởng đến tâm lý của họ, và dĩ nhiên họ sẽ có một cái lực hấp dẫn nào đó đối với những ông chồng. Chứ nếu như một người vợ mà sau bao nhiêu năm cũng đã cũ nhàu rồi, cũng đã nhăn nheo rồi, thì bây giờ thật ra có thương thích mấy thì cái cảm xúc đó cũng không thể nào bằng như ngày trước, và lại càng nguy hiểm hơn. Nếu bên ngoài kia có một cái bóng hồng nào đó lả lướt, lượn qua lượn lại đó. Còn nếu như một người phụ nữ mà biết cách chăm sóc cho mình, bổ sung cho mình những cái từ bên trong như là nội yếu tố, thì họ cũng sẽ có một sự quyến rũ ở cái độ tuổi đó, không phải không ạ?
Đúng như thế, vì lúc đó nói một cách thẳng thắn là thế này, thì cô vợ cô ấy sẽ là một cô vợ. Còn nếu mà nó thiếu hormone thì cô vợ vẫn chiều chồng, nhưng thực chất lúc ấy cô vợ thành cây chuối, vô cảm, quá nguy hiểm, trong hạnh phúc gia đình. Tại vì nhiều yếu tố cộng lại hạnh phúc, nhưng trong đó có một yếu tố, cho nên đừng biến mình từ con người thành cây chuối. Đấy, thì chỉ có cân bằng lại giới tính thôi.
Mặc dù là nhiều yếu tố để góp phần tạo nên hạnh phúc, nhưng mà đó là một trong những yếu tố quan trọng nhất là sự hòa hợp của hai vợ chồng, đặc biệt là với trong chuyện mà phòng the.
Đúng thế, tại vì những phần Lê Thẩm Dương với Đại Nghĩa nói là nó mang nặng cái phần người. Rất tiếc chúng ta là con người, nó có hai phần, thì cái phần hormone này nó mang tính phần con, và không thể dùng phần người để đè được.
Dạ đúng ạ.
Nó khổ thế, cho nên là mình phải hiểu biết để mình giải quyết chính mình.
Với lại thật ra cái chuyện đó em thấy nó cũng bình thường thôi, đó là cái vấn đề hết sức là bình thường trong cuộc sống bây giờ, và chúng ta cũng cần phải trao đổi thẳng thắn với nhau, cũng như là cho quý vị khán giả có thêm những cái kiến thức, có thêm những cái sự tư vấn từ anh, để họ có thể họ biết cách làm thế nào đó họ giữ được cho mình cái sự thanh xuân, Đúng như cái tên là bảo xuân là giữ cái sự thanh xuân, nó bảo tồn cái sự thanh xuân đó. Và nếu như những người phụ nữ ở cái độ tuổi từ 30 trở lên hoặc là từ 50 trở lên biết cách sử dụng thì chắc chắn là họ sẽ hạnh phúc cho mình. Như anh nói là trở thành một cao thủ giữ mặt như không giữ.
Đúng thế, mà buộc chú phải giữ.
Dạ, quay ngược lại giữ mình mới ghê chứ.
Thì thế.
Dạ, cảm ơn anh Dương, ngày nay đã chia sẻ thẳng thắn câu chuyện này và hy vọng rằng câu chuyện của Dương chia sẻ chị nhà của anh cũng xem.
Có chứ, xem chăm chú lắm.
Dạ, phải xem chăm chú. Dạ, thưa quý vị khán giả, chương trình ngày hôm nay xin được phép dừng lại tại đây.
Ace Cup và cùng cả ban không sợ chán, không sợ đói, không sợ mưa biết sao sai đường và cùng nhau đi không sợ nóng, không sợ rét, không sợ má, không sợ say, con bạn mà là đừng sợ chỉ đã có Milly ăn buổi sớm, ăn buổi tối, ăn buổi sáng là mê và không sợ cay.
Cá rừng không sợ, không sợ cá, không sợ, không sợ, không sợ, yeah.
Trong tất cả các cách để đi, hãy đi theo cách Go Korean. Go Korean để tận hưởng những món ăn ngon, nguyên liệu từ nông trại riêng của chúng tôi, chế biến ra những món ăn phục vụ trên chuyến bay. Từng chi tiết nhỏ được lưu tâm, từ những điều nhỏ nhất. Go Korean để khám phá những điều mới lạ, nơi sự khác biệt mang đến những điều tốt đẹp và văn hóa trở nên sinh động hơn. Có nhiều cách để đi, nhưng chỉ có một cách đi. Go Korean.
在那河旁左岸的咖啡，我手一杯，品尝你的美，留下春云的嘴。花店玫瑰，名字写错，谁告白气球，风吹到对街，微笑在天上飞。你说你有点狼狈，想让我知难而退，礼物不需挑最贵。只要香榭的落叶，营造浪漫的约会，不害怕搞砸一切，拥有你就拥有全世界。亲爱的，爱上你，从那天起，甜蜜的很轻易。亲爱的，别任性，你的眼睛在说我愿意。在那河旁左岸的咖啡，我手一杯，品尝你的美，留下春云的嘴。花店玫瑰，名字写错谁？告白气球，风吹到对街，微笑在天上飞。你说你有点狼狈，想让我知难而退，礼物不需挑最贵，只要香榭的落叶，营造浪漫的约会，不害怕搞砸一切，拥有你就拥有全世界。亲爱的，爱上你，从那天起，甜蜜的很轻易。亲爱的，别任性，你的眼睛在说我愿意。亲爱的，爱上你，恋爱日记，飘香水的记忆，一种云的梦境，却 中说出是。你好，陌生人不会。好像听过。你明明的哥哥小姐会是谁的男友？会是他们男友？什么是的爱哟？假装正经般的把问题都摆给男友，不得了的男友，去吃饭了哎呦！明明心里很喜欢，却保持着距离，我怕被伤害，就伪装出高冷的表情，以为这样总有一天他会接近你，直到有天看见他和别人在一起。明明的哥哥小姐会是谁的男友？会是他们男友？什么是男朋友？假装正经般的把问题都摆给男友，不得了的男友，去吃饭了哎呦！明明心里很喜欢，却保持着距离，我怕被伤害，就伪装出高冷的表情，以为这样总有一天他会接近你，直到有天看见他和别人在一起。
当然是跟好朋友最好玩喽。
我很开心，因为努力生活，和你们分享荣耀的每一秒钟。如果难过，你肩膀最辽阔，你帮我带走乌云漫步的天空。如果生活少了有你陪我，我整天开着手机也感到失落，因为我们都最想看到彼此灿烂的笑容。我懂星座，却没有人像我，真的喜欢一个人安静的自由。我做的梦，我坚持做到最后，就算我爬到云端，也继续做梦。我唱的歌，只希望能快乐，其他的我也不想要想得太多，因为我们都最想拥有自己最真的感动。听你说，听你说，我们同时拥有一个真心。
Tự hào là nước tăng lực cola của người Việt Nam. Number one cola cuộn trào sảng khoái, tỉnh táo tức thì.
的朋友，聊日出日落，因为有梦，所以更认真生活。听你说，听你说，我们正是拥有一片美好的天空，不能常联络，却更紧握。我们交换的美梦，只想听你说。我懂星座，却没有人像我，真的喜欢一个人安静的自由。我做的梦，我坚持做到最后，就算我爬到云端，也继续做梦。我唱的歌，只希望能快乐，其他的我也不想要想得太多，因为我们都最想拥有自己最真的感动。听你说，听你说，我们同时拥有一个真心的朋友，聊日出日落，因为有梦，所以更认真生活。听你说，听你说，我们正是拥有一片美好的天空，不能常联络，却更紧握。我们交换的美梦，只想听你说。听你说，听你说，我们同时拥有一个真心的朋友，聊日出日落，因为有梦，所以更认真生活。听你说，听你说，我们同时拥有一个真心的朋友，聊日出日落，因为有梦，所以更认真生活。 拍下了街边小馆特别的装潢，来进入喝着咖啡聊天晒太阳，拍下我和你看着夕阳的地方，为了留住你的眺望，捕捉的每一个瞬间都有话要讲，听照片说悄悄话靠在你肩膀，沙滩上每个脚印都还给海浪，建造日光带不走美好，每一刻都是想永远，每一张照片浪漫情节都值得纪念，是我们爱的像永远，幸福瞬间我偷偷把脸贴在你耳边，说你是真的真的喜欢我，哦，喜欢我。我拍下路人对我们微笑的脸庞，那眼中有我和你相爱的模样，路灯下重叠着的影子有多长，按下时光把拥抱收藏，每一刻都是想永远，每一张照片浪漫情节都值得记。
Minions have spawned.
Bạn có phải là thế hệ Z thì đam mê.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
大陆歌在飞，我给大家可以延迟一点，每当大家唱的时候，我都还没开始录。点的什么歌我都没听过，我的天哪！你是火星来的吗？没有盛装打扮一下就开始录，真的好吗？一支红雁当空飞呀飞，策马奔腾向前永不回，抚摸爱的琴弦为你弹奏这一回，如痴如醉真情似流水，一封家书落下了相思泪，谁用离色画下你的美，梦里我把月亮摘下送你做宝贝，那辽阔的豪情打开我心扉，爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉梦醉醉歌唱你的美，我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心飞飞梦飞飞和你永相随。大家好，我是 YY 主播小虾米，我们的 ID 是4051，大家可以关注虾米的虾米公会的主播7934，公会推荐里面可以看我们自己家的主播7934 YY 7934，公会推荐里面可以看到我们家自己的好多美女，唱歌都特别好听。一封家书落下了相思泪，谁用离色画下你的美，梦里我把月亮摘下送你做宝贝，那辽阔的豪情打开我心扉，我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉梦醉醉歌唱你的美，我的爱都是为你准备的，我的 情都是被你陶醉的，我的心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，歌唱你的美。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，歌唱你的美。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。OK， 大家记得关注我们7934公会推荐的美女主播，谢谢大家。你也是那里的，还不及起就开始奔跑，总觉得外面世界有多美好。用几滴眼泪才换来骄傲，我要的光荣哪怕只有1秒。道路太寂静，城市太喧闹。国民先生，你老卡我麦，想死啊！一会儿我叫我兵哥哥揍死你啊！我就像那一只林中的小鸟，努力挣脱，冲向蓝天怀抱，勇敢地张开双臂，闭上了双眼，远方离我只有1步之遥。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，举头望月，孤独有谁知道？那带血的羽毛，不向命运乞讨，跌倒只能让我越飞越高。来不及祈祷，就开始奔跑，总觉得外面世界有多美好。谢谢。用几滴眼泪才换来骄傲，我要的光荣哪怕只有1秒。角落太寂静，城市太喧闹，这世界很忙，其实我都知道。离开了地面，就随风飘摇，决定要走遍天涯，心比天高。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，努力挣脱，冲向蓝天怀抱，勇敢地张开双臂，闭上了双眼，远方离我只有1步之遥。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，举头望月，孤独有谁知道？那带血的羽毛，不向命运乞讨，跌倒只能让我越飞越高。谢谢，欢迎江哥，欢迎江哥回家。谢谢墨鱼先生，谢谢上海思哥 YY4609 时尚小妖，也谢谢我们的小思哥，谢谢，谢谢江哥，哇，谢谢。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，努力挣脱，冲向蓝天怀抱，勇敢地张开双臂，闭上了双眼，远方离我只有1步之遥。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，举头望月，孤独有谁知道？那带血的羽毛，不向命运乞讨，跌倒只能让我越飞越高，跌倒只能让我越飞越高。谢谢老王。这一只林中
电动车，对啊。这是什么调啊？这个歌的是有什么调啊？一只红雁当空飞，飞呀飞，飞呀飞，飞呀飞，飞飞飞。我以为是汽车。一只红雁当空飞呀飞，策马奔腾向前永不回，抚摸爱的琴弦为你弹奏这一回，如痴如醉真情似流水。一封家书落下了相思泪，谢江哥。谁用离色画下你的美？梦里我把月亮摘下，送你做宝贝。那辽阔的豪情打开我心扉，为你全飞的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，歌唱你的美，我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，和你永相随。谢谢，谢谢小四哥，谢谢江哥哥。这首歌叫《歌在飞》，喜欢下面的点下关注啊！小四哥，你刚刚点的那个歌我不会唱，你点个别的。一封家书落下了相思泪，谁用离色画下你的美？梦里我把月亮摘下，送你做宝贝。那辽阔的豪情打开，崩溃你不会吗？不会。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，歌唱你的美。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，歌跑调了。感谢14哥哥。我的心都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦飞飞，和你永相随。我的爱都是我的爱准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心醉醉，梦醉醉，歌唱你的美。我的爱都是为你准备的，我的情都是被你陶醉的，我的心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。我的心飞飞，梦飞飞，和你永相随。感谢我们的小四哥，谢谢我们的约素哥哥，谢谢你们所有的中饭。你是看那个我的神奇少年社的4点主播房间换了？没有，我换了个方向。努力挣脱，冲向蓝天怀抱，勇敢地张开双臂，闭上了双眼，远方离我只有一步之遥。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，举头望月，孤独有谁知道？那带血的羽毛，不向命运乞讨，别导致了让我越飞越高。谢谢，欢迎江哥，欢迎江哥回家。谢谢墨鱼先生，谢谢谢谢上海四哥 YY4609时尚小妖，也谢谢我们的小四哥，谢谢。 谢谢江哥哇，谢谢。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，努力挣脱，冲向蓝天怀抱，勇敢地张开双臂，闭上了双眼，远方离我只有一步之遥。我就像那一只林中的小鸟，举头望月，孤独有谁知道？那带血的羽毛，不想命运乞讨，跌倒只能让我越飞越高，跌倒只能让我越飞越高。谢谢老华，这一只林中鸟，谢老华哥哥。这一只林中鸟。电动车，对啊。这是什么调啊？这个歌的是有什么调啊？一只红雁当空飞，飞呀飞，飞呀飞，飞呀飞，飞飞飞。我以为是汽车。一只红雁当空飞呀飞，策马奔腾向前永不回，抚摸爱的琴弦，为你弹奏这一回，如痴如醉，真情似流水。一封家书落下了相思泪，谢江哥。谁用离色画下你的美？梦里我把月亮摘下，送你做宝贝。那辽阔的豪情打开我心扉，为你ထွက်